Hey there, well, I got the second front tire, put the tube in it, and I got the, showed y'all how I put the bearings, roller bearings back in there. I packed full of grease, and, I'm about to put this thing back on. Now this thing did have a little bit of rust on the spline. Well, I don't even know if that's the right word for it, but, it had a little rust on it. I took just a little bit of sandpaper and scrubbed it off real quick and put a little bit of red grease on there, and just where it would slide on there a little easier. And the way the tires came off on this thing is that the valve stems point outwards away from the center, so that's the way I put it on this. And there it goes, right on there again. And so next, I don't know if you can see that, there's the washer. It does have a felt washer on there too, and I put red grease and all that, except of course for the outside, which is just going to be out open. Of course, you see there's paint on that side of it, and then there, right there, is the screw hose all together. So I'm just going to get this to where, it's going to be tricky doing one-handed, but let's see. Okay, there we go. And that's how it goes on there. That washer goes on the inside. Hopefully there's a little grease on it. And it looked like there's already some oil from something else. This thing was the last person that did this, so I'm just leaving that oil on there. It helps, in case they ever want to take these back off, in case they replace the bearings, or put grease in them, repack the bearings in them. But there it is. There it is going in there. Now I just need to grind it down. There you go, you're tying it up. Get this thing tight. Okay, now this thing's tightened up. It ain't perfect, but it sounds pretty good to me. And like I said, the only thing I did to the bearings is I took them out. And I put some on first, rolled them around a little bit, and then packed them full of red high temperature grease. It's ready to roll again. Well, here it is on the ground. Tires ain't flat. Actually holding air on the front at least. Look at that. That's what this thing's been waiting for. Whole time. And yes, the thing is leaning. Apparently, when I put the back, actually one of those things like that, it's the front of there, when I put it on that rear axle, came with a teeter-totter, and of course, with that high bill hydraulic pump, it leaned to one side. But I'm about to see if I can get the two rear tires fixed, put tubes in them, put a little grease around the rims, air them up, see, put them in the bank, see what happens. I'll see y'all in a minute. Well, hey there. Well, I just finished putting a tube in this tire. I'm going to show you how to do it on this other tire over here, but I might have showed you in this video, but I'm doing it on that tire over yonder. But this one is a little bit bare lighting, and I'm just going to show you what it's going to do. Of course, it's always a good idea when you work on projects like this to always keep either in this case the bolts or the nuts. Of course, these are bolts, but just keep them. Just whenever you take it off, just go ahead and put them back in the same holes that came in. Good thing this Cadet is it has flat fenders, also flat hoods, which is going to be good on projects. mobile work table. Multitasker, but anyways, of course I'm gonna have to take these out before I put the tire on. It's gonna be a little tricky, but since they ain't got studs, it's just got as you see, just got bolts going to it. But well, this is easy, everybody would do it. Of course, this is one of the few things everybody probably could do. At least they had half a sense of the mechanics, but yeah, mechanics are dying out. But anyways, again, on this particular tractor, you might well say the valve stem points outwards, away from the center of the tractor, because really it's just a lawnmower. Original lawnmower probably wouldn't be in anything that would, any dirt work or something that would, the kind of work that would cause the valve stem to be ripped out. Now sometimes on bigger tractors, they're designed to be in areas where where it's in the woods or in the fields where someone could grab a hold and get the valve stem out. You'd have the valve stem on the inside of the rim, but in this side it's just on the outside of the rim. But by outside I would mean on this side of the tire, not this side of the tires. But anyways, said I can get this thing on there. Hey there, well, I got the first bolt in there. I just held the tire up the foot and that spin around. Get to where that'd be the top one where it will hang down. Oh lordy. Okay, and as you can see now, if I can get another bolt in there, I'll have it. I've been good idea this thing not to be so high in the air, but oh well. So I'm not taking that block off from up under it till I get done with the thing. Once you get the second bolt in there, it'll be a lot easier. Okay. Come on. Ooh. Oh. Well, I finally got that second bolt in there, and of course, once you got two bolts in there, it's fairly stable. And I did learn that wheel kind of, when I went on there at first, kind of shook it, and so that flat panel at an angle, not really the best place for bolts, but I did find them all. Which should be fairly simple now. Just putting the bolts back in. Now one thing I do want to show you, I don't forget if I showed y'all this earlier or not, but when I took this wheel off, it's always got this, on something like this, to put a little bit of oil on it. I've just got an old, I think it's either brake clean or a carburetor cleaner, just a cap off one of those bottles. I put a little bit of motor oil in it, and I just, take the edge of the bolt, dip it down in there, and have a little bit on the end of it, to where it goes in the threads fairly easy. If you put it tight enough, or snug it up tight enough, not stripping it, don't strip it now, but just, get it tight enough that oil ain't gonna hurt it. Especially on something like this. This ain't gonna be seeing no high speed or anything. This is just a low lawnmower tractor. I can see, just like y'all can see. Okay, there we go. There it is. Anyways, there's the last bolt going in. There it is. I can't run the camera and bolt at the same time. I ain't got no fancy camera, cell phone holder. But I'll see you in a minute. And one thing we'll say is something I like to do is try to get the bolts as far up against the, as far in there as I can before I lay it down. But now I'm gonna go fix the other tire, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. There y'all, I'm gonna show y'all how to, I'm gonna show you on this this old lawnmower rim and tire. I bought this Cadet back in the spring, and the tires have never been, none of the tires have never to hold any air in them. And I got some tubes on them, and it's the last one I'm doing. I'm gonna show you how to do this. First thing you do on something like this is, I guess really the first thing y'all would do is you make sure, which I'm fairly certain this one does, pushing down the little valve in there, the valve spring. Of course, ain't no air coming out, of course, but all kind of little holes and cracks in the tire. But what you do, first thing, break the tire edge from the I can't think of the name of it, but you know, it's the ridge on there, the edge, break the edge of it. Take these tire breakers and put it from here. You line it up to where it barely won't be where it don't. Let's see. Where it barely touches, where it's barely between the rim and the tire right there. You put it on to kind of grip it. You barely want to miss the rim as you're coming down. I think we might. I thought we might have, but we didn't. Where did I put that ball? And you might need a little more leverage than what's provided. But so of course a good old cheater bar. I managed to rim there. There we go. Y'all have it now. The leverage on it and lay off. Now be careful when you put your foot. This might jump off at any moment, so you don't want your foot being caught between the seat and the bead. Of course, you could get somebody to do this from the same place you tried the tube, but what's the fun in that? Oh. I keep going the way there might be nobody trying to do this kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. We might get it now. We'll get here in a minute. We'll get it. Oh! Yeah. We can get like this. Get it done. We can just stand on the end of it. Ah! I heard it. See, there how we're supposed to do it. There we go, we got it. Put it loose on this side. don't need that pipe for this now. To their side, make sure their side broke out. And just remember now, it's called unseat and bring the seat. Which hopefully if everything works right, hopefully nothing's broken really. But just use it to where the tire separates from the rim. Okay, go to the other side. Hopefully more still there. And I'm sure now they make lawnmowers. They're lawnmower tire changers or adapters for the big ones. Ah, there we go. Around there, other side. Okay. Yeah, that's broke. And I don't know when I'm doing this, but now we're going to. I don't know when I'm doing the that side of it. But I'm about to stand up. Okay. And here we go. Using the going to start to bring the edge of the tire up above the rim, and it's taking the tire off. Sometimes it might act like a seated, but really ain't. Ah, there we go. What's today's fun? There we go. We got the edge over. Now we'll put our screw in there. That'll kind of have to hold it in there if I can keep it. Here we go. Starting now. There we go. Every time I do this, I halfway forget how to do it. So, oh. One thing you do not want to do is take too big a bottle. That's one thing my dad was always telling me, don't take too big a thing. I ain't taking it off. Best note, except for right now, the base you take, it actually is better. It's better if you use a screwdriver, a long screwdriver that's fairly thick, that ain't sharp with the edge. We're looking. What you want to do though, in the screwdriver, just kind of put it up inside between the rim and the tire, kind of push it down in there, and pull it on. That's all it is to it. Just taking a little bite at a time. And trust me, don't feel like an idiot if it don't look like it's going right. Because I've been doing this the past few days. So I've kind of got a little used to this. It usually don't do this well. Trust me. Here we go again. We're starting to come over about halfway, so it's starting to look better and better. Easier and easier, and there it goes. cannot get over. If you look at that rim, that is the original paint on that rim from late 60s, early 70s. I haven't got what years that year's tractor is. Of course, now that mention that I know if I ever researched it. Look at that. I probably should put some sort of that primer paint, rust primer paint on there and scratch this up a little bit, clean it up and take the tiles out, but I'm not. I done got the cheese and I'm ready to get this thing aired up and ready to go. Some interesting though. There's dirt inside there. Inside the tire. You can get some of that stuff out. Yeah. Just over the hill floor. Yeah, that looks really, really good there. Not great, but it's good. It's good enough for me. We're still recording. We are. Good. Some of them do real quick switch off the door. So I really do not want to get any of this dirt back in the seal between. It's also a very good thing that with my tires have a clean floor. Clean working surface. Especially when you do carburetor. When you do carburetor, you gotta have a really, really clean surface. Work on. That way it ain't good to put that like that, but sit down like that. Let's see. And I am just going to run inside of this a little bit of sandpaper just to show some of the light rust off. I'm just going to get over how deep it's in with the original paint on it. And see if we see an open door, if we're long up near open door, and it, like I say, the front steering, actually I think the driver side, American car driver side, the driver side, the spindle was locked up on it. We couldn't move it. Some of the tires were locked up because of the disc brake in the back, and I think the driver's side wheel was locked up completely too. The driver's side wasn't bad, but and I know this tire's probably that same age as the tractor. Way too off the piece. Like the tires, the lawnmower tires don't wear out very easily. Some make tires fine too, but I know lawnmower tires don't. We got a Craftsman over there from probably the 80s or early 90s. I said the original tires on it. It's in good shape, but I mean, wrestling really easy tire compared to this ration dirt. You know, pavement though, it does get tired as well. But, anyway, for that. And really the best way to do a tire like this, take it off, get a good wire brush or even an electric wire brush and clean off a lot of the rust. Just spray down with some brake cleaner and then wipe it down with some acetone. Then put some rust primer over top of it. You want to put some paint over it. But I'm ready to get this done. And now I'm going to put a little grease on there. on the seat, on the front two tires I had some trouble with, because what happened is the seat on the tire, this part right here, the inner side of it, will have trouble coming off this slope right here and seating up there. So I'm going to put a little bit of grease around this, let it kind of slide up into place. And this is my tire grease, not my bearing grease. One thing very important when you're working black like this, because I did have to put back some bearings in front of this with some grease. This is that same kind of grease you buy, red lithium grease. I mean, not lithium, but high temperature multi-purpose grease, red grease. And but you keep one that's for bearings, it's a little cleaner, it's a little bit less trash in it. Now the tire grease, which you use on round rims, and in tires that do not have holes in them, but are leaking around the seat area, sometimes you take the rim off, you have a little rust around the seat area on the rim. You can take a wire brush and clean it off real good and put a little grease around it. And most times it'll stop the leak. There's also some special kind of substance that tire places have. I have no idea what it is, but it also does the same purpose. But I always use red grease. But this one does have a little dirt and little particles, which in the grand scheme of things don't matter in a tire. But might lead to bearing failure if you grease of the bearing. Of course, it might not. Who knows? And the front rims I did paint some Rust-Oleum rust primer, and that's actually what I put on the hood of this thing, because the rust is rushing through the hood, and there wasn't no paint left on top, but it decided to scrape it down and cleaned it off real good, water cleaner, and acetone, right down some acetone ray. And then just paint it right on top of it with a paintbrush. Turned out pretty good though. Let's see how good that turns out. There might be some metal, I might start painting cars that way. I don't know. Of course, there's some primer. But anyways, one thing though, in the center of this tire though, there is a place that looks like some rust grease in the paint, so I'm going to put a little extra grease right there. And I'm going to put some more grease around some of the rusty spots in the rim, because that might hinder the tube at some point. Today. Now I'm going to put this rim back like this. Get my rag. I better not put on camera. But because most times in the shop I don't go more wide, but Lord have mercy. And we'll just take your hand, you better take the rag, just kind of make sure there ain't no heavy dust or rust around the tire, just to make sure. At this point it is, it'd be kind of hard to do, because the inside piece is with grease, but you know, piece of the rag. Please just get the grease off your hands very much. Now, see this right here? This is the valve stem, which was used when this thing didn't have holes in it, then it could actually hold air. But since the tube has a valve stem in it, it's no longer needed, and I've just got the starter, which really all it is a long flathead screwdriver. It's fairly sharp in the end, but I'm just going to take it and see if I can. There we go, busted off. And push through the flathead. Push there through the rim. Kicks to where it ain't right around. Got the tire, there it is. You don't do things like so. You don't do the same thing with a pocket knife. Oh. Well, the tube out. You're still rolling. Oh yeah. Just to make sure. Oh yeah, we're still good. Now we got the tube out. And I like to go ahead at this point and just take off the valve stem cap. Over here, take place. That is one thing that there's one thing I will say is when you're doing something like this, keep it have a safe place. Right here, I have a jack. I don't know if that's in the picture or not, but just have an end of a jack that I use to keep some of the most important stuff handy. But anyways, let's see if we can get this down in here. And you try to aim the valve stem towards the hole it's supposed to go through. Because there's one on this tube. This seems to be power in another 10. Well, you gotta find the valve stem, put through the hole. See that? Oh, it's down. Okay. You just try to put it through the hole there, the valve stem hole, the rim. Okay. And now, this y'all to two inches place nearby. This is the valve. I always was thinking it's a valve stem tool, I think. There's a place on here where you can, got a little cross in it, a little line. Well, that right there is a place you can screw into the valve stem like you would a same thread as the cap, but basically this does it holds it in there and keeps them popping back out while I'm putting the tire back on. Also, this would be a good time to go to the back side of this and kind of make sure. Oh, it's dirt. At least the tube ain't sticking out the back there. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. And part of the reason I did put so much grease on there, probably should put a little less, but oh well. It's the front tires had real trouble. I didn't put no grease on them, and that trouble of it not seating on board. And even though yes, it's not active, really seat to seal all the way. It's just a good idea. have these things where they will seal to where they at least seal off, keep from getting dirt and just things that can cause problems later on down the road away from it. Let's see how that goes. So we can't see it now. Oh well. Small steps, small bites. Be very careful not to pinch the tube. If you pinch the tube, then the tube, you have to take the tube back out and patch it up. So that's not a big fun thing to do. But it is possible. I guess it probably is a little big bite. Oh well. And this one, just run this around, so see if I can get resettled here. Just right here, I'm going to shout out to those kids who went off to engineering school, because you like to work on this kind of stuff, but you found out when you got there, it's not as much hands-on as you would hope to have, but you're arousing kind of the same situation. But thankfully there was YouTube channels like, was it Thunderhead 209, it's pretty good one, polishing his old Model A's. I hope to have one day, the Lord don't come back first. Of course, I heard the Lord come back first, the way the world's getting better. Let's see, what's there? Uncle Tony's Garage, which is pretty neat. Folks that want to learn how to work carburetors and such things, that are old school stuff. See the fire's coming on right now. But those engineers, hold on, because one day, and there it comes. Look it off. Right back on. Ah. There we go. But just hold on. You get to work with some more stuff, trust me. I ain't got no degree, but an associate's. But, hey, degree ain't everything. Alright. Too big a bite. There we go. Oh Lord, I hope I just didn't hit that tube. Hold on a few seconds. Little bite. Also, one thing that's there, if you're doing tires like this, is on some of these, and this ain't one of them, but on some lawnmower tires, they do have an offset rim. That's where it has a little valley in it. I might have just messed up here. Pull that. Okay, there we go. There. Move this over here. right over here so y'all can see it a little better. So you put it right up under it. And I have to go here and scoot it over a little bit. Try to get as close as you can. Then just, oh, the big bite. There we go, made it happen. You take it out of there, put the screwdriver over here, get the screwdriver out, and basically that's it. It's the whole secret of it. I can tell you this, it's kind of annoying after a while, but it's got to be in just a special kind of position. Alright. That's probably too big right as well, but oh well. Come on, we're almost there. Come on. Come on. Boy. Sometimes it gets hard and harder to get forced in. There we go. We're getting there. Oh. So you put it in. Get as close as you can. And work it over. And there you go. Just keep at it. Come on. Put it in there. Oh, this is a Goodyear tire. It says still made in America. I don't know if they still are or not today, but I believe this is old late 60s, early 70s rubber. But in the good old days. Yeah, just a big bite. It's too well. And I got to film that piece of rubber right there. You look really good. Right there is a bark. Little bites at a time. Too big a bite in the tire. Absolutely. Cut all the pieces and then you have to get all the tire. Instead of just. I think to see now that might be. Might not be. I don't really. I'll see y'all in a minute.